Everyone, this is the reading for Pisces. I'm here to do your reading, Pisces. Thank you so much for joining me. And thank you for subscribing to my channel. If you want to watch my other channel, all the details are in the box below if you're interested in just listening to daily reads. They're usually about things like self-improvement, what you need to heal, and just very general. Sometimes we get romance readings through, but they're just a general. I read what comes out. So, okay. If you are a Pisces sun, that is the sign you recognize yourself as. So if I were to say to you, what sign are you? You say, I'm a Pisces. That's a Pisces sun. But if you look up your natal chart, you can very often see that you have, other things or other places or other placements for Pisces in your chart and a lot of other signs as well. So we're not just a Pisces sun. I think that has pretty much been around since the beginning of time. If you are in you watch astrology that's not Western astrology, very often they follow your moon sign, which is always interesting. So yeah, do yourself a favor, go and have a look at a natal chart on Google, put in the details of your birth and have a look where all your other placements are. What else that can do for you too is if you pick one of those sites, they may give you a free report on what it means to have those signs in those aspects of your chart. But it's very interesting. All right, we are going to use the Lima Tarot today. And we're starting off with the Two of Swords. So the Two of Swords talks about some sort of decision where you're stuck in a bit of a stalemate. You're a little bit stuck here when we see this card. Very often this person is not able to see everything. We can always tell by the moon because it's sort of like things are in darkness here. And when you've got a blindfold on, maybe you know the truth, but you're refusing to see it. So when we see the Two of Swords, it's very often a decision that may hurt to make. But either we're denying the truth here and not wanting to make the decision, or we don't have all the information yet, or the information we've been given maybe not right or not enough, or we haven't investigated it. So there's a very strong feeling here that you've got some sort of decision to make, and perhaps you're making it on a small amount of evidence, but also maybe you don't want to make this decision because you're scared it may hurt you and you're keeping yourself in denial. All right, there's something here you don't want to let go. And yet you know the truth. You know you need to let it go. But why are you hanging on to it? You're clinging so tightly to whatever it is here. And are you clinging out of fear here with those two swords? All right. Okay, you know you need to go. There is a lesson here you've learned. There's information that's come freely to you. You've seen everything you need to see here, but you're still in denial. What is this? Okay, we have a King of Swords. All right, you could be dealing with a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius here. There is something that you need to walk away from. There is something you need to put down. Now, somebody said to me yesterday that they recognize not so much that it was a person, but it was an energy or an idea or something they needed to put down. When you're listening to these videos, if they don't resonate with you, that means if it doesn't feel like your story, it doesn't mean I've got the wrong reading for you or haven't given you what you want to hear. What it means is perhaps this week I haven't got your energy in a situation, or maybe you just don't want to hear it. Maybe you're in the Two of Swords energy where you're in denial about something. But what's happening here is this energy for me of something coming through that you need to let go of. You need to close it off and move on, and you're hanging to it, clinging to it. It doesn't necessarily mean a relationship. It could mean an idea of something. So for example, if you've always had an idea or an ideal person and you think your person should look like Brad Pitt, and you're not going to take anything else that doesn't look like Brad Pitt, then you could have a belief that the only person that's good for you is that person. And you could deny everything else that comes your way. So if that, and I know that's a really, really loose example, but what it's doing is stopping you manifesting something or stopping you seeing something for the truth that it is. And if you're stopping yourself seeing something, maybe you are missing some of the lessons here that may help you move towards what it is you want. I always say, if you're stuck on a particular idea about romance, for example, how can the universe give you what they think you need or what they think is right for you if you're stuck in an idea of only this is going to work? So if you're stuck in that one idea, what happens to the thousands of other ideas that are around? So you've got to open yourself up to everything. Open yourself up to whatever it needs to come your way. But something here is stopping you moving forward. All right, look at this. See, you're stubbornly holding on to something here, Pisces. Something you're stubbornly refusing to let go of because you're stuck in some sort of way of thinking or an idea or something that's not serving you. Let's dig a little deeper. Three of Swords, it's causing you pain and heartache. Look at that card of Pisces coming through, Page of Cups with the Queen of Cups. You know, sometimes when we've been in a particularly negative or toxic relationship, we can come out of that feeling very tattered, I want to say. So we may have affected, or that person we were with may have affected our self-esteem, our confidence, who we are. If you get told often enough that you're not worthy, then you start to believe what you're being told, especially if you've got some sort of manipulation going on here. And it could have come from a mother figure. But what I feel like here is that you maybe are hanging on to some sort of idea of what is right for you. And I want to say to you, if you want to manifest whatever it is you want, you've got to let go of all of those ideas and desires about what you think is right for you. So if, for example, you had a relationship where somebody left you, and instead of realizing that's their choice, they may not have liked how things were. They may not have been a good communicator. You may not have been able to work through your issues, whatever it is. If you sit in that idea, then you may start to think that somehow that relationship breakdown was all your fault and you were the only person responsible. So I want to say to you here that this idea that you some way, shape or form are not in the right place to receive something, then you need to really look at that belief, because I don't feel that whatever this is serving you any longer. And there's sort of this energy of sort of stubbornly holding on to something, and it's creating a lot of hurt and pain for you. A lot of Pisces energy coming through here. So this can be really valid to you, but it can also mean you're dealing with another Pisces. But I feel like somehow or another getting into this, I'll just get into it a little bit deeper. We've got the Four of Cups. That's what the energy I'm feeling here. And we do have the Devil card. So maybe this is what I'm speaking to here. 10 of Cups. I'll never be happy. I'll never be happy unless I can have that person in my life. I'll never be happy unless I meet someone that looks like Brad Pitt. That is it. You've set out to the universe that you will never be happy and you will never meet anybody like that. And then what happens, you get stuck in that energy. So you start to really doubt yourself then. What happens if it's not Brad Pitt, but it's somebody who's 2 inches taller or shorter? But you've resigned yourself to exactly that. I know I'm going really sort of trying to give you an example here. I only want an orange. That's all I want. So somebody comes in with a 1,000 mandarins, but you only want the orange, so you're going to starve because of that. It's sort of like really thinking outside the box here. What is it that you are thinking you want that really isn't serving you anymore, but stopping you manifesting something really beautiful here? So you could be dealing with a Capricorn here, but with the Devil card here, I'm feeling like you've got sort of obsession with somebody or something that is stopping you manifesting something else. Because I see dissatisfaction and hurt and pain, but I also see a beautiful energy of love and the Ten of Cups. So what I'm feeling here is this split, this idea that you need to sort of move forward on something means you've got to let go of something else before you can move forward. Okay, let's keep going. So there's a leap of faith here with the beautiful Fool card. And we have the Sun card coming out right after that with the Hanged Man. You've got to see something differently. All right, I'm going to dig a little bit deeper here because I feel like it's something to do with a relationship. I feel like you've had a relationship before that hasn't really worked out well, and now you're thinking all relationships are going down that path. Let's see. So there's a decision you've got to make here, but I'm not sure it's about a person. I feel it's a way of thinking that you need to let go of. We do have the Four of Pentacles, so you're clinging on tightly to some sort of idea here. Six of Swords tells me you need to just move on, take your lessons and move on. You do have a King of Swords here, so I feel like you may be really stuck in the energy of air, overthinking. Ten of Wands coming through telling me that something has to stop in order for you to move into a new time. 11:11 on the clock when I look down then, by the way. So maybe you're stuck on somebody from your past here and you're not allowing yourself open for something new. But you see what you could be doing. For example, say you're saying, I want this person back from my past, and they're unhealed, right? You've met this person, maybe they're a twin flame, maybe they had a lot of healing they needed to do, but maybe somebody walked away from you for that reason. So in your head, you're saying, I only want that person back. What happens if that person goes off and does a whole heap of healing and they become quite different? They become more confident, they heal their past, they're right on top of everything, and you're still stuck in the whole idea of wanting the person they used to be. That could mean if that person's come back and you are very healed yourself, that you will recognize those unhealed parts of your partner. But it also might mean that your person's coming back completely differently and you've sunk yourself into the idea of wanting them the way they were, when in reality things didn't work out where they were anyway. But you can see, like, maybe someone's hurt you in the past. Somebody's created pain because you've got this idea here that perhaps everybody's going to do that, or that's the way things turn out. I hear that all the time, and I think if you could hear your negative words, you wouldn't say them anymore. And I say that to people, and sometimes people don't even recognize it. They don't even see it. They're so stuck in that victim mentality, that idea of lack, not having what they want. Okay, so I have the Hanged Man, and I'm covering it with the Tower. So we definitely have more Pisces, Six of Cups. Somebody from your past could be Scorpio. Could have been a Scorpio here with the Judgment card. Look at that. Somebody is going to return to you here. Somebody is returning to you, but I feel like here you're not letting them go. You're still clinging to the idea of who they were. And this person was unhealed, completely unhealed, and needed to work on their own issues. This sort of energy with the Tower and the Hanged Man, for me, is like ripping everything down and starting again, whether that's with yourself or whether it's in regards to love, abandonment, rejection, attachment issues. This is about letting everything go and starting again, no matter what sort of relationship it was. Because there is happiness here and there is a leap of faith. But if you're stuck in this energy, this Four of Cups, Three of Swords energy, you're stuck in your own pain. You're stuck in your own sadness. How can you manifest what it is you want when you're coming from that vibration? And I feel like here you're being asked to let go, learn from your lessons, and understand that you become more healed and more able to manifest this sort of energy here. The Sun and the Fool card. Beautiful energy. But in order to do that, you've got to let go of something and allow yourself to grow as you should. All right. The whole twin flame concept is not an easy road. It is not an easy road. It's quite painful. And it really does cause us a lot of distress. But you know what? At the end of the day, I'm one of those people who tells you, you heal so much from that journey. The healing you will do from that journey is amazing. And then you will find some way of moving past your own pain. Let's have a look and see. I've got card number 2 coming through as your message from the angels, universe. Number 2. Okay, this is ecstasis, ecstasy, joy, rapture, and motivation. Nice. Ecstasy is something people seek. It feels better than good. It feels, well, ecstatic. We experience it in tiny bursts and in bigger surges. It enables us to recognize the sacred nature of our own being as an experienced fact, not merely a theory or an article of faith. Something that flows through us. It fills us with power. When we're feeling these surges of joy, we are empowered to know that we're on the right track for fulfillment in our lives. Move in a new direction because you'll be in harmony with a great song. It says joy and great accomplishment are within your reach. So I feel like here the universe is saying to you that this joy and happiness is open to you, but you need to be in the energy of joy and happiness, because somehow or another I feel that the energy that you're in at the moment is not serving you. It's not bringing about the best things for you. And you can't manifest from a low vibration. All right, much love. Thank you.